Man, oh man. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm in one of the best moods I could ever be in, guys. Jesus Christ. Okay, first of all, I haven't had like a whole week off in a long time. Years. We're talking like a decade. I haven't actually had. Well, there was the COVID break. Never mind. That's a little different. Um, but ever since then, basically. So that's what, like 4 or 5 years? Damn. And I haven't had much of a break. Like the biggest break I'd have is like maybe 3 days off in a row. You know? So this has been what 8 days off in a row. God damn, dude. And granted, I had to do a lot of things. I had to build those lids for the tortoises, which is still a work in progress. I did all the hard stuff, and half of it's done. The hard part's done, but the other half still going to take just about as much time because we also have to reshape the tortoise houses outside and get them on there. And yeah, it's been a thing, man. It's nuts. So that's going to go pretty good. Hopefully my design idea doesn't suck ass. Alright, here's the plan, okay? Here's what it is. It's a tin sheet, you know those metal tin roof sheet things that you can get? Yeah, well, guess what? How do you cut tin? Well, you need like tin snips and like other things you can, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Guess what? Amazon sells this fucking thing you can attach to a drill, and it cuts the tin for you, dude. It's great. And I got it, and yeah, I was able to cut all this tin, and the part only cost like, I think like $10, $15 what we paid. And yeah, this thing's amazing. It cut the tin for us really nicely. It even, like, you'll hold the drill like so, right? And with the other hand, you grab onto this like handle thing, and then you just kind of guide it along, and it's not perfectly straight, but it's good enough. It's a little hard to keep steady because tin is wavy, but yeah, I cut through that shit real nice, and I made all these rooftops for the tortoise houses, and we need tin. We need it. I've used shingles, I've used wood, I've used all kinds of things. Guess what? Everything fucking rots out and falls to shit and starts bowing and warping in about 3, 4, 5 years. And it's just, it doesn't stand up to the elements, man. It sucks. So, I have a new fucking plan. We make the lids out of thick-ass 2x4s that have been stained with fucking deck sealer, which is supposed to last 5 to 7 years, the brand I got. It makes the water bounce the fuck off pretty good. And then we're going to drill with outdoor exterior rated heavy duty screws the tins to the roof of these 2x4 frames that are put together with stainless steel metal grips, really hard to bend. So this creates a rigid structure that's fucking hard as hell, but also fairly lightweight. It's just 2x4s in a tin. What's on the inside? Nothing but styrofoam insulation to keep the tortoises, temperature regulated from heat, cold, humidity, that kind of thing. So this creates an environment that's like a natural cave for them. And then the side walls are nothing but cinder blocks. And then we pack the cinder blocks with dirt and mulch to insulate that as well. Boom, put the lid on top, there it is. It's going great. And what you do to get the insulation inside is it's insulated in sheets. You can buy them at Home Depot, these long white sheets. We're doubling up, doing 2-layer, so it's extra insulated and extra compact. And it fits perfectly. But guess what? How are you going to keep it staying in there, right, if there's no bottom piece? And my plan for that is a cheap fucking tarp. Cheap shit that you can buy on eBay and Amazon for like $5 a tarp. You get that tarp and you stretch it over the bottom, and then you use a staple gun and staple the sides of it to the sides of the 2x4 wood. Easy, right? That's the plan. And if any of it starts falling to shit in like a few years or so, which could happen, I imagine, those are very easy to replace parts, aren't they? 2x4s are cheap as shit. Tarps are cheap as shit. The tin lasts forever. I already bought it. And that's not that expensive either. It's like $20 a sheet. We got like 6 sheets to make 3 big-ass lids and 6 smaller lids. That's what we're doing right now. And this cost us $120, I believe. Yeah, we got 6 sheets. They were about 20 each. So yeah, a little over $100 for material that'll last a lifetime. That is pretty sick. I like that a lot. The shingles thing didn't work out. The tar and shingles thing, it really didn't work out, unfortunately. So hopefully this does, and that'll be awesome. So that's what I've been working on. And I got all that stuff done, but we haven't put the insulation in. And then the storm came in, and it started raining like a bitch. So, yeah, man, motherfucker. I guess we'll have to put it off. But we mowed the lawn. Me and Tom, we changed 4 sinks. Jesus Christ, I can't believe we did that. That was crazy. We did a good job, too. No leaks, man. Yeah, no leaks. On all 4 of them, every first test run to make sure we did a good job, it's working right, we did it. Like, we're badass, dude. Fucking plumbers over here. And we changed the toilet, too. But that one was leaking, damn it. The fucking commode, you really got to screw that bitch on there. And when you screw one side, the other side gets loose. You screw that side, the side you were just at is getting loose again. So you got to, like, keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And tighten the shit out of it. And that shit really needs to be motherfucking tight as shit. And we did it, and after a few hours of going back and forth, checking on it and stuff, it's not leaking anymore. So we did a good job, ultimately. I didn't realize how tight motherfucking toilets had to be fastened on with their commodes. They need to be tight as shit. But we were smart, though. We assembled the toilet in the hallway where we could get back there and tighten it for the most part. And then we put it into place, because it's fucking hard to get behind a toilet when it's up against the wall in a fucking claustrophobic small bathroom. So, yeah, but we did it. New toilet's great. Yeah, it feels nice to have new shit. So, and we needed to do that. This old toilet, it's fucking nasty, dude. It's fucking nasty. There's all this black shit in the commode. Fucking gross. And, yeah, disgusting. And the overflow valve, that little tube that goes up that the toilet bowl water overflows into in case of an overflow situation. Yeah, that thing had cracks and chips on the top of it. Like, damn, dude. Some stuff just gets so old that it becomes plastic that just shatters, on touch. It's fucked up. Crazy how things degrade. Anyway, that thing was a piece of shit, though. We had to get rid of it. So it was disgusting. But we drained all the toilet stuff and changed it out, and my brother's really smart, so he knew how to do it all. And honestly, it's not that hard, but it's a thing that you don't always do, so, you want to take it seriously. And we did a good job, yeah. New toilet. What else have we done over this break? Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, my guitars. Jesus, I forgot. The thing I spent the most time doing over the past 5 days. I laid all my fucking guitars out and all these parts out and all these tools out, and I just had a fucking guitar workshop, dude. I just went nuts. It was insane shit. God damn, I no new guitars. No, not technically. This year I have not bought a new guitar. So it's all modding stuff I already have, trying to make things better, and I'm so proud of myself. I have officially made things better. Everything is definitely better, except for 2 guitars. The last 2 I tried to put together, I ran into a fucking snag. I had to order some new parts to make sure they work out really good, but I'm pretty sure these parts I ordered are going to solve my fucking problem, and I'm going to be very, very happy, and oh my god, I can't wait. This is going to be sick. I don't want to ruin it, so I'll talk about it another time. But in a week or 2, these guitars are going to be top-level instruments. And, oh my god, I can't wait. This is just so fucking cool, dude. But all the other guitars, they are better than ever. Oh my god, better than ever. They're lighter. I did a lot of fret crowning and rolling of the edges of fretboards and stuff. I did a lot of cosmetic changes that look really cool. Holy shit, this is amazing, dude. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. Oh, I'm so lucky I have all these sick guitars, dude. My collection is like the best shit ever. But anyway, guys, enough about me. Time to talk about stuff. I saw, what's it called? Regurgitation. Jurassic World regurgitation. Tom kept joking this whole fucking time about going to see it. He's just like, Scarlett Johansson's ass is pretty nice still. Okay, so that's why we're gonna see it. See a hot lady run around with dinosaurs. All right, fuck it, dude. We're on vacation. I'm very patient right now. Normally, if I'm working all the time, it's like, fuck that. My time is too valuable. I got shit to do. But finally having some time off, I was just sort of like, yeah, fuck it. Oh yeah, that's another thing we did. I forgot. Tom went to the dirt dump and collected a shitload of wood chips, brought them back to the house, and we spread the wood chips all around the beds outside. It looks great, dude. Cactus is growing and shit. Everything is looking very positive. Man, this is awesome. Yeah, we did a lot of shit. Cleaned up a lot of stuff, organized a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, caulking in the bathtub. We redid the caulking, bleached everything real clean and nice. Oh my god, it's so good. Isn't that fucked up? I work so fucking much that I haven't done these things that I should have done years ago. So I just feel so like renewed, like accomplished, like Jesus Christ. Why the fuck am I working all the goddamn time, To not enjoy life? That's why it's nice to have a vacation. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, which sucks. Kind of afraid to leave the country, considering Trump is a fucking dickhead who won't let you back in, maybe. uh, but no, I had a lot of shit to do here anyway, so a lot of broken things need fixing. We think the water heater might be breaking soon, so we'll have to set that up. We're gonna get a nice one, dude, like fucking Walter White in Breaking Bad or some shit, dude. So, that's great. But anyway, yeah, did a lot of things. Oh yeah, we also cleared the garden, the cucumbers, a lot of stuff. We just ripped it out. Yep, starting new with different shit. Hopefully it grows. Hopefully it works out. So, this year has been really good to us in terms of weather. It's usually dry as fuck and hot as shit. Desert kind of weather happening. But no, it's been kind of tropical actually, kind of cool. It's really sick, dude. You can grow anything in this. Very cool. Man, I need a drink. Man, I'm depressed though. I only have 2 more days off before I gotta go back to work. And when I do go back to work, there's a shitload of crap for me to do. God damn it, dude. Fuck. And I know there's gonna be customers that are gonna be pissed off. I thought you'd be here. What the hell? Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, God. Hopefully that doesn't happen. That doesn't always happen. Luckily, I'm in an area where most people are reasonable enough and understand, oh yeah, this is the time of year where a lot of people fuck off, especially store owners, because it's the only time that they get to fuck off, So yeah, me and my family running the shop, we gotta get a break, man. We got stuff to do, we got things we need to address. But yeah, we changed the sinks, that was sick, all 4 of them. Fuck. Turns out, if you want to pay plumbers to do that, it's close to $2,000, basically. They charge around $300 per sink, but, if there's a problem and things take a little longer, they'll charge you a little extra. So yeah, probably like $1,500 to $2,000 they would charge you for that work. And we did it ourselves. Yay! Yep. So, that's great. I'm happy about that. What was I gonna say though? Oh right. Um, I'm in a good mood. I feel not 100% accomplished, but close enough. Yeah. Oh man, I spruced everything up. Man, my collection is sick. My guitars, I'm so happy with the way they turned out. I have the most epic I feel complete with this collection. Like, I feel like Thanos getting all the stones, you know? Like, it's done, son. Well, you know, when he got the stones. Immediately when he got all the stones. Not later on. Later on he regretted it and then felt really stupid. That's coming, okay? That'll that's coming for me. But right now, I just got all the guitars basically at tip-top shape. Like I said, there's only two that I ran into a snag with, so yeah, I'll show them off when they're all ready, but and I wanted to after the break. I was hoping I would fucking 100% nail it, but no, there's a few issues. So once those are fixed, once I'm past all that, and don't worry, you know me. Whenever there's an issue, I take offense, and I say to myself, no, 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 no. I'm getting fucked right here. Okay, if that's the case, then I get to come back stronger than I originally thought. That's my mindset about everything. I swear to God. If somebody fucking pushes me, they get pushed the fuck back even harder. You know? Like, that's how it works. I'm a very challenge accepting person. It's like, oh, okay. Let's fucking go then. Another notch on my belt is what's happening now, dude. Like, I'm just like that as a person. Like, if something breaks, I'm not just gonna fix it. I'm gonna try to find a fucking way to make it so that that shit don't break no fucking more. Improvements at all times, you know what I mean? I know I sound like one of those manosphere dickheads trying to give advice or something. No, I'm just giving common sense here, you know? Like, if something sucks, fucking fix it. Make it better than ever, though. You know what I mean? Like, always be thinking about how can this be improved? How can this be improved? Just because it's great doesn't mean it can't be better. Think about it. It can always be better. Finding out how, that's the challenge. Who knows? It can always get better, though. There's always improvements that can be made. As horrible as life is, war, rape, murder, slavery, torture, manipulation, corruption, uh, slavery. Did I say that already? All the bad things. As horrible as it is, like we're curing a lot of diseases. We're finding ways to get resources a lot easier. You know, there have been times in the past where things were much worse. Like we had vaccines for COVID. Jesus Christ, you know, there have been COVID-like things happening to humanity every 100 or so years across the history of our existence, and we've had to deal with it. And a lot of people died and suffered. And now we got a vaccine. What? We can just sort of brush it off. It's kind of like magic, right? That's how it feels anyway. But no, it's just science. Getting better at it all the time, learning more and more, understanding more and more, becoming just super badass, super fucking smart about the world around you. That's great. More of that, please. Anyway, I got on a tangent there. I wanted to talk about stuff. Yeah, I saw the new Jurassic Rebirth. Um, that movie's it's the best one of these Jurassic Worlds. Okay, let me sum up my Jurassic, I seen them all. So wait, no, I did not see all of that last one, the final one with Chris Pratt. I saw glimpses of it with at a friend's. I saw like there were like bugs or something, and the villain is Dodson from the first movie, which is weird. And there's meme-like references to the shaving cream cam for no fucking good reason. It's just a very nostalgia thing, I guess. It's such a stupid fucking movie, dude. And I haven't even seen the whole thing, but I did like the scenes with the villain character Dodson. He did make me laugh. I was there for Dodson, I'm not gonna lie. The heroes, fuck them, get eaten. I think that shit was cringe. I didn't care for that. But the villain being fucking goofy and weird, I was digging that. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's great. But anyway, I'll ruin it for you guys. I'll spoil the movie. Three of those acid spitting dinos totally run up on his ass, you know, and they fucking fuck him up, and I guess they kill him, you know. But it reminded me of the scene from Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, Not the second one that everybody hates, but the first one that weirdos like, um, and idiots like. That's such a stupid fucking movie. Anyway, but there's a scene where Joker gets jumped on the train by three dudes, and he kills these three dudes. But that's what this was like, but in reverse. You know, the three dinos just sort of gang up on him in this like weird looking train car lab cabin thing that he has, and they fuck him up. They spit goo all over him. And I guess that's how he dies as the villain. So yeah, the movie was really weird and stupid. I didn't like it, but anyway, I didn't even watch the whole thing. But yeah, so I was sitting there with my bro, and I was just like, okay, so that's what happens, I guess. And then there's like a T-Rex with like Wolverine fingers, and another T-Rex fights with another T-Rex, and they don't like each other, and they're mad. And then the one T-Rex thrusts the other T-Rex into the one monster T-Rex's weird fucking pointy fingers, and he gets impaled, and it's just very weird. I didn't. No, I'm not. I'm not feeling it. This is stupid. I hate this shit. It seems like the Jurassic movies are just like, we got, every time we do one of these, we got to have an even nastier, freakier, scarier super dino that you have to worry about. Like, okay, whatever. It's fucking dumb. But anyway, so this movie happens, and Scarlett Johansson's there. And yeah, she looks great for 50 or 60 or however old she is. I think she's actually pretty young, dude. I think she's like my age. I think she's not even 40 yet. Maybe she's a little over 40. Anyway. But yeah, she's a dumb Zionist lib, unfortunately. But she's like one of those arrogant libs. She doesn't actually mean anybody harm. She's just stupidly and unknowingly on the wrong side. You know, that kind of person. Like, if somebody actually sat her the fuck down and took her away from her sheltered rich girl lifestyle and was just like, oh, this is what your side is actually doing, dude. Bombing all these kids and shit. And she'd probably have a fucking hard time, like, accepting that fact and then becoming a better person by distancing herself from Zionist trash. But anyway, you know how it goes with people. We live in capitalism. People don't like to rock the boat. Hey, it's not profitable to point out genocidal actions happening on the planet, right? Shut up and make money. What are you doing talking about emotions like being murdered? Jesus Christ. Anyway, what am I trying to say here? Sorry, it's late and I'm a little wasted. 4th of July, right? Hey, I didn't even celebrate. I didn't care. I heard some fireworks go off. Scared my cats a little. It was kind of cute. Little Frederick is trying to learn how to go outside and be interested in the outside, but he's still a scared baby. I don't want to go outside. He's so cute. I pick him up, right? And then I walk out back, and he clings to me like even tighter. Like he hugs me like, no, I don't want to go. I'm scared. What a precious little baby. And then he wrecks the inside of my house. He just knocks everything over, that fuck. He's the worst one. And he loves to grab socks and then run around and hide them somewhere. Fucking asshole, dude. He's done that like 100 times now, dude. Fucking can't be mad at him because he's the most cute, beautiful little baby cat. He's white. He's completely white. Although he's growing a little gray on the sides of his face and his tail and the tips of his ears a little bit. Because he's George's son. Good old George. The sink cat. My most popular video with 200,000 views is George in the sink being silly. So anyway, yeah, good old George. He's little white man Frederick's dad, and he was helping him like, hey, you need to be a man. Go outside and be a big man cat like me. You know, he was walking around, but George was also upset because it was pretty rainy and shitty and humid, and it felt like shit outside. Like, oh god, it felt like shit outside. The weather is terrible. Like, it's good for, like, rain and stuff we're getting. That's great. But, like, I mean, the feel of it, walking around in that, God, that's a harsh feeling. I haven't felt one that intense since I was in Thailand, dude. Like, yeah. Oof. The feeling of that humidity, that was definitely in spades today outside. We've been having some intense tropical ass weather. And yeah, it's the kind of feeling where like you take a shower, you feel great, you step into this element for just like a few minutes, 2, 3 minutes, you start feeling all sweaty and gross immediately. You feel like you need a shower again, dude. Like, whoo, these elements. And yeah. Anyway, George was upset and he didn't want to go anywhere, so he was kind of hanging around. And little Frederick cat was like, "Yay! I'll follow you though, Daddy." Because that cat is just a daddy's boy. Like, he loves his George. It's funny. And what's hilarious is George kind of thinks he's a dumbass and doesn't like him very much. But whatever. He's actually quite fairly tolerant for a male cat. Because all male cats are dicks to a degree. But George is actually a pretty nice cat. But anyway, we were changing the aquarium water tonight, and yeah, that's another huge thing we did. That's cool. We got that done. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, we finally got to relax, and we played some Yuri's Revenge Command and Conquer. I got a setup here. It's shoddy and glitchy, but it's still great, man. That's the greatest strategy game ever made. I swear to God. With the Desire mod. Yeah, it's so sad. My favorite strategy game is Command and Conquer, Red Alert 2, Yuri's Revenge with the Desire mod that you cannot get anymore. And I hope my computers here don't break or something, because then I would never be able to play the game again. But it's something that me and my bro play together all the time now, and they just suck at making strategy games now, dude. They all copy like the StarCraft or Age of Empires formula. Hardly any of them feel like Command and Conquer. Apparently, there's a new indie game, strategy game, that's like similar to Command and Conquer 3, and it feels like that. But like Tiberian Sun or Red Alert 2, that's done. They're never gonna do strategy games like that again, I guess. I would hope a good remake comes out or remaster, but you know, EA owns the rights now, and those cucks can't do anything right, so I don't fucking care. This is the only way to go, man. Sucks. Gaming is sad like that. Some experiences are lost forever. It's just true. Jimmy, I hope you're watching this video, but I'm addressing you right now because you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, dude. Can we play Halo Online like we used to back in the glory days? The Halo 3 ranked fucking true skill system. It was the only Halo game that did it right. That felt really fair. It did. It did, man. Like if you made it if you were a 0 to a 25, you kind of suck. Anybody can do that. If you were a 25 to like what was it, like a 30, 35, something like that, you were like a major or a commander rank, something like that. And if you made it to that, then yeah, you're decent, you know. And then if you could get close to like 40, 45, yeah, if you got close to rank 40, then that was like, oh, okay, you got some skill, for sure. You can be a badass sometimes. Then if you got to 45, then it was kind of like, okay, yeah, you're a fighter, dude, for sure. But if you could get to 49, 48, 50, you know, if you could get to that 50, that solidifies you. It's like, okay, yeah, you're a pain in the ass to fight. You know, like, you can be a real motherfucker. It's the only rank system in gaming that I ever felt accurately captured how good players were. And then I really liked that you could see how many games they played and how many games they've won. That was fucking great. It's like, you lose most of your games. That means you suck. You could just insult players fucking with math that everyone can see. It was great. It's like, yeah, look at your record, dude. 200 games played, you know, like 20 victories. You lost 180 games. You really fucking suck, dude. You never win. You never fucking win, dude. So yeah, that was great. Some games are just like that, you know. But they're lost now. They're lost in time. The servers are down. Nobody plays them on the original hardware. The remaster remake shit is out now with all the fucking weird frame rate stuff and unfinished glitchy bullshit, and a lot of the stuff they tried to transfer over didn't quite turn out the best. And yeah, man, a lot of remakes and remasters suck, or they're just not quite as good as the original, you know. And it's not a nostalgia thing a lot of the time. Most of the time, it's not. Most of the time, it's just, no, this was just great the way it was. And the way it is now sucks. So I try to keep all my game consoles and controllers and all these experiences fresh, you know? Try to preserve them so I can enjoy them before I die. This is a terrible world. You gotta have a good time. What the fuck are we staying alive for? We should kill ourselves if we're not here to have a good time, man. Do shit that's fun. Don't cause trouble and pain and suffering towards others. What the fuck are you doing? The world is already hard enough when people are getting sick and dying, and you know, we got asshole capitalists at the top of everything. You gotta be better to each other, man. Stop being dicks. But anyway, speaking of being dicks, what I want to talk about is, see this lady here? Nice, I like that. I don't know if she's a fucking dumbass liberal. A lot of people like this are, you know, I hate Nazis, but then they are actually quite Nazi-like themselves. That's what liberals are. It's annoying. And then there's right-wing trash. They're all fucking fascists, so whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of people like this lady who are actually fascists themselves, you know? She might be one of them. I'm not sure. She might be a lefty. I don't know. But anyway, I just like this saying here. Be mean to assholes, dude. Fuck them, dude. People are being unreasonable dickheads. Don't put up with that shit. Stand up for yourself, dude. Don't both sides this shit. Don't cave. Fuck that. If someone's an asshole, shut that shit down, dude. Call it out. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are fucking pedophiles that fly around on private jets raping kids, while you and me have to work our asses off to make money to live somewhat reasonably. I have a decent job. I actually get paid pretty well. And guess what? I can't start my own family. I can't get a big house with a bunch of cars and do the American dream thing. I don't make that good enough money. And I make better money than most Americans. What does that tell you? We're getting fucked here, while our evil government ruins the world and gets every other country to hate us. That's fucking bullshit. Smart people understand that that's exactly what the fuck is going on, and that's exactly what the fuck it is. Which sadly also reveals a reality that most Americans are assholes who deserve to die. It's true. Baby killers, or at least they support the baby killing. And what I mean by that is not in a, like, manipulative way, like, oh my god, I didn't realize my side was evil, really. No, there's some of that, but guess what? Fucking most of it, at least close to 80% of voters, we factually know are, that's a really solid figure right there, that they know about all the horrific bullshit going on, and they're, whatever, you know, fuck it. They feel nothing. They don't really care. If it's happening over there and not in their backyard, who gives a shit, right? That's why I'm excited to see the new Superman movie. I wish Superman was real. He would just stop wars. Fucking awesome. Anyway, guys, what was I saying? Yeah, in this video that I'm making right now, I want to talk about actually, yeah, let me just do it. I'm going to talk about left tubers that I was stupidly supportive of, that I thought were cool, and then it turns out they're not so fucking cool, actually. I swear to God, half of left tube lets you down, dude. Bad people. I've talked about them so many times on this channel, honestly. But yeah, I guess I'll sum up a good bit of them. That Lindsay Ellis lady, she accused Movie Bob of sexual harassment, and there was no proof. And he was just being a nice guy from the look of it. Maybe a little over friendly, or maybe a little like, haha, we're all kind of bread tubers, left tubers, and we all do our thing, and that's great, right? We're all kind of the same. And she was kind of like, get away from me, loser. You're not good enough to be cool like me. She was kind of giving off vibes like that, and I guess he was kind of like, why are you acting like that? That's not cool. And then she pulls this fake sexual harassment thing, and there's no proof, you know what I mean? And it doesn't seem like he's that kind of guy, because his reaction was just like, whoa, I don't know what's going on here. Or it's whatever she says, okay? I'm sorry. I'll leave everyone alone. I didn't mean to. Like, he was completely reasonable, and we know she gets into drama fights with everybody, and Jesus fucking Christ, dude. And her best friend, ContraPoints. Yeah, ContraPoints, the top transgender lefty of YouTube. I liked her at first too. I thought she was cool. I like Lindsay Ellis. I like her video essays. They're pretty cool. You know, they go into depth, make a lot of good points about a lot of things I didn't consider. So you think these people are cool at first, and then you find out fucked up shit about them. And yeah, ContraPoints. She's a big Hillary Clinton lover, dude. What the fuck is that? That bitch is psychotic and wants to bomb all these innocent people. Like, fucking liberal trash, completely ignorant to the reality of the fucking violent world we're in. My God, that's what I can't stand about people like Lindsay Ellis and ContraPoints. Like, we know that about them now. They're very classist and very ignorant about so many things regarding history and war and how the world actually fucking works. They're privileged, you know, they're rich, and they get to stick their nose in a comic book or whatever all their fucking time instead of live in the real world and actually have a real job. All right? I said it. That's fucking blunt and kind of extreme and kind of rude to say to their faces, but fuck them. They're assholes. They're assholes. Fucking eating fucking Cheesecake Factory, having all this good fun and stuff while they barely lift a finger in life while the rest of us have to fucking... They're small time millionaires, you know? What the fuck? I spend like 80% of my life working. So people get to fucking just enjoy the good shit while the rest of us don't. And they have the nerve to start all this drama and act all stupid and stuff. Then it's like, man, fuck you. And guess who's friends with these people? Jessie Gender. She's really supportive and into these people. And see, here's the thing. Guilt by association, I don't really like it. But if you find out that someone sucks, that means you should start your distancing. And then if I check back with you later on, I don't know, a few months, maybe a year, and you haven't learned anything, and you're still chummy-wummy with that fucking monster person, then I'm just going to be like, oh, yeah, okay, you're an asshole too. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. So, anyway, Jessie Gender, yeah, I first heard about her videos, and she seemed like a really nice person at the time, but something kind of rubbed me the wrong way. She seemed to be really nice towards Lindsay Ellis, and at that time, I already figured out Lindsay Ellis is kind of an asshole. So I was like, huh, I don't know if we should be so cool to this person. Whatever. At least you seem nice, Jessie Gender. So I started watching her content, and she did a video on Peacemaker that I thought was really good, and so I started to like her and stuff, and watch her videos. But then I heard about this weird shit that she said about cats. And that shit was fucking weird, man. Oh, real quick. I hate these ads. Look at this fucking... I hate these fucking ads, dude. It shows you this guy... And he's apparently a winner. And you're apparently a fucking loser who's watching this. And he's making something of himself. And he's going to tell you how. Yeah, it's one of those fucking things.
Oh, I solved that. See, this isn't like any other tool. After using it, I had the most productive month of my life. Oh, sorry. That's my impulse control. But thanks to this tool, I am now in control of my impulsive ideas. All I have to do is brain dump my to-do list.
Fuck you. Shut the fuck up.
To me, a guitar.
Alright, we got a reverb ad. I like this one. This is the only reverb ad I can tolerate.
I couldn't figure out the difference, but I didn't realize this was a Johnny Smith.
I keep posting.
Has nice music. I like it. But anyway, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, Jessie Gender. The shit she said about the cats. That shit was weird, man. Here it is. Jimmy Stengel. Check this out, dude.
Threw a cat in anger. Again, no real reason. I don't even remember what the argument was. And just here it is.
Here it is.
Threw a cat in anger. Again, no real reason. I don't even remember what the argument was. I was just pissed off. So I picked up the nearest thing near me. Didn't see it as a living being. Just picked up my cat and threw it across the room. That cat was scared of me. Here it is. I once threw a cat in anger. Again, no real reason. I don't even remember what the argument was. I was just pissed off. So I picked up the nearest thing near me. Didn't see it as a living being. Just picked up my cat and threw it across the room. That cat was scared of me for the rest of its life. Now that's pretty...
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, so analysis. I've been thinking about this a lot. And I found out about this shit like a year ago, and at the time I was like, this guy's probably lying, right? I don't know, what the fuck? She did say it herself, though. What is that shit? So, at the time, I was enjoying this person's content. I thought they were cool. And then I see that shit, and I'm like, how do you, this person's fucked up. Apparently she was 8 years old when this happened. So, okay, stupid kid, doesn't know what she's doing, whatever. Fine. Okay, it's not that big of a deal, right? Kids do stupid shit. Although that one was pretty bad. I've never gone that fucking poco loco before. I think most people don't. So, Jesus, fucking lady, goddamn. But upon closer analysis, she said she doesn't even know why she was mad, doesn't remember the argument. These are the words she chose to use here while telling us this backstory. And why don't you remember? What the fuck? Okay. That's so weird. Doesn't make much sense. So, like, I remember when I was 8 years old, if something vile or crazy happened and really set me off. Like, I remember one time I was playing, like, a croquet match with my friends and my bro, and I was losing, and they were making fun of me, and I was getting mad, and I think I tried to hit Tom with the croquet stick, and then he, like, punched me really hard, and I started crying, and I think that's, like, kind of the most, like, fucking vile we got, but, like, I remember it. He was pissing me off, and I was a stupid, angry little kid, and that's all, you know? Like, I get it. But I remember it, you know? Like, they were making me mad. So, why doesn't she remember it? It's strange. I remember all the times I get fucking, like, physically enraged, you know what I mean? Like, hasn't happened lately, especially because I'm an adult who has his life together for the most part. So, of course, you know, I don't do that anymore like a young, angry person would. But, yeah, sometimes you run into some situations where, like, people are mocking you and throwing shit at you and fucking putting signs on your back, putting tape on your back, bullies at school, and, you know, they're physically assaulting you, so you fucking slap them or whatever, you know? Like, that's the kind of fucking violence that I engaged in as an 8-year-old, you know? I never grab a poor little animal and just slam them, you know? Like, I just think this person's kind of fucking mental. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Jesus. So I can't relate to that. I think it's a little over the top. But then, upon further analysis, she says the cat was afraid of it for the rest of its life. I don't buy that bullshit. Cats are usually pretty forgiving and shit, you know? Like, I know my bro stepped on a cat's hand and fucked up his hand. It was limping and shit. And it was just an accident, but he did it, and the cat was like, "Oh no, leave me alone." It was very afraid. And good job, Tom. You stepped on the fucking cat, you idiot. You know. But the cat healed up and it was fine and didn't give a shit. You know. Like, come on, Jesse. This sounds like a made-up story, maybe. Now that you're saying shit like that, which is kind of fucking stupid and unbelievable. Like, weird. Doesn't remember why she did something that vile, and says that the cat was afraid of her for the rest of its life. You know, like, wow, like, some weird shit. But anyway, worst of all, she recently did a video simping for Gaza because they're being massacred over there. Which is the right thing to do. Spread awareness about how fucked up that shit is, you know? And she did. 30-minute video. Good on her. Then, some of her Patreon supporters turns out, are Zionist trash. They really didn't like what she had to say. And she started making less money for it. And then she puts out a 4-hour video, sort of both sidesing everything, and in the end, like, sympathizing with Israeli dickheads to a degree, and also getting a lot of facts incorrect about October 7th, failing to mention how the IDF laid waste to the area, killing their own in this situation to a large degree. Like, they don't give a fuck, dude. This is just a horrible, fucked up renegade army that's just lost its fucking mind. The IDF, that's what they are. They're the enemy. This is cut and dry. This is very clear. They're in the wrong here. What the fuck are you doing showing any sympathy to this obvious enemy? Like, what a bad look. And you just did it so you could save a little face in front of your richer supporters. Like, this is disgusting. This is disgusting, man. This is why I fucking hate Jessie Gender. Like, she's a bad person. She chose to do this. She chose her selfishness and greed, her pocketbook, over telling the IDF to fucking go die. You guys are baby killers. You deserve a slow and painful or immediate death. I don't care. You deserve to die for what you did. You're fucking monsters, alright? That's what a true leftist would say in this situation. Like, you Nazi scum can't get away with this. This is fucking bullshit. If you do, it's okay to murder whoever the fuck you want. You know? No, fuck that. You killed babies en masse. That is fucking horrible and disgusting. The worst thing you could do. You deserve to die. Or, here's a great idea. Rounded up and enslaved and forced to rebuild Gaza. It's going to take 400 fucking years, roughly. So, these people will die as tired slaves. That's great. This is progress, okay? This is as much justice as you're going to get at this point. And most people agree with me. They might not say it out loud, but that's the reality, dude. Straight up. No fucking joke. So yeah, I don't like Jessie Gender. Turns out she's a bad person. Yeah, she actually did that shit. And she's also friends with PhilosophyTube, good pals with PhillyTube. And yeah, I'm going to do a video now talking about why she sucks. So yeah, here's part 2 of this video coming up.